Welcome to the kickoff to TV Guide Channel's complete live American Idol Finale Week coverage. This is Idol Tonight Finale Week. I'm Rosana Tabaldo.
And I'm Justin Guarini. We're gearing up for the last performances of the season, just steps away from the Kodak Theater in Hollywood, where Jordan Sparks and Blake Lewis will compete to become your next American Idol.
Alrighty then, it's double your Idol pleasure this whole week with 2-hour episodes of Idol Tonight. I'm Kimberly Caldwell, and today we're going to be joined by a pack. You get that, guys? A pack of past idols, including Constantine Maroulis, Carmen Rasmusen, as well as Season 6 Top 24 finalists AJ Tabaldo, Lena Alexander, Sabrina Sloan, and Rudy Cardenas.
Thank you.
I'll work on it, Rudy.
Peter Dune will share his experiences mentoring the finalists, but before we get to that, let's take a look at last week's Idol. Welcome back, everybody. This is Idol Finale Week, and I'm surrounded by all these crazy fans who want a little bit more Constantine.
Okay, sounds good. Let's give it to him. We're back with Constantine Maroulis from Idol Season 4.
That's right. Oh, Constantine, let's get right into it. Tell us about your new single.
New single was debuted this past week on Bold and the Beautiful. So, you know, quiet opening. It's available on iTunes. It's called Everybody Loves. And the album drops August 7th. So it's fun. It's like a sing-along, good time, sort of summer anthem, rock and roll song.
So tomorrow night, is that going to be the last time Jordan and Blake can wow the AI audience? Do you have any advice for them?
Absolutely not. It's not going to be the last time. They're going to have a great summer on tour. They're going to be the biggest attraction on the tour this summer. And listen, you know, work hard, you know, do good projects. They'll be around a long, long time. They're both very talented. So.
They are both very talented and young.
Really?
They are very young.
Don't you feel old?
I do, a little bit.
You should feel really old.
Oh,
all right,
wow.
Last week, the woman Simon wanted in the top 2 was sent home. I sat down with Little Miss Melinda Doolittle after her elimination, so check it out, guys.
The wonderful Melinda Doolittle. Before we take a break, yes, let's hear it for Constantine, everybody. That's right. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. All right, up next, she was my fellow Idol Season 2 wild card, Carmen Rasmusen. She's going to be here. Idol Tonight Finale Week continue.
Right. Well, speaking of hollers out there, Kimberly's in the audience with a fan question for Carmen. Let's hear it, Kim.
Kimberly, huh? Yeah. Get it right next time, buddy. Just kidding. Okay, I'm hanging here with April, and she actually has a question for Little Miss Car.
Yes. So, Carmen, how much has your life changed since America?
Until the title of American Idol is passed on to one talented singer right there at the beautiful Kodak Theater in Hollywood. I'm Kimberly Caldwell, Idol Season 2 finalist. Who are you?
I'm Justin Guarini, AI Season 1 runner-up. This season of Idol was full of talent, and our next guest was no exception. Let's welcome the top 24 finalists to the Idol stage. AJ Tabaldo, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
Okay, so can you believe that we are already in finale week and Season 6 is coming to a close?
No, I can't. I think it's just like yesterday I got booted off.
Now, does it really feel like that, though?
No, it's a good, like everybody else said, it's such a stepping stone, and so I'm happy to be a part of the American Idol family with y'all.
It goes by pretty quickly. It does.
Right.
All in all, without a doubt. So tell me this much. We all know what a bonding experience American Idol can be. What was it like for the guys? Yes. We weren't even in the same season we bonded. Guys in Season 6, tell us about the guys.
All the guys, we were actually really close. Hung out, sang. Everybody was just chill. We actually bonded, and we are really as close as we make it seem like we are.
So who are some of the guys that you were close with?
I was close with Chris Richardson the most. He was my roommate. We hung out. I still talk to him every now and then. Paul Kim, I just hung out with him a couple days ago.
Mr. Barefoot.
Mr. Barefoot,
I forgot about Mr. Paul Kim.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We're going to go over to the lovely Rosie. Where have you gone, Rosie?
All right, guys, to get to more Idol Tonight and the latest Idol updates, go to AmericanIdol.com. And up next, we're going to hear about AJ's first impressions of top 2 finalist Jordan Sparks.
Let's check in with Kimberly, who's reeled in a Jordan fan.
Yes, I have. I am hanging here with Mr. Glenn. So, Glenn, why do you love Little Miss Jordan?
Well, think about it. She's 17, and look how well she can sing. You know, we haven't really had an American Idol who's that young, and she's amazing.
So, do you have a little crush?
I don't want to say that. I'm a little too old for her, but sure.
Uh-oh, jailbait. Back to you guys.
I mean,
welcome back to Idol Tonight Finale Finale Week, TV Guide Channel's week-long exclusive party to all the American Idol action. I'm Kimberly Caldwell.
I'm Justin Guarini. Back with us is Peter Noon, British invasion celebrity mentor this season on Idol. How's it going?
Hey!
Still British. Give it up for Peter.
Yes, come on.
Man, sometimes you gotta just whip them into
It's good.
action.
A very nice looking bunch you got here, aren't they? Look at that. Very
Yeah,
nice.
you are good looking, he says.
Yeah.
Good looking. Okay, so tell me, is this something that you might have been involved in back in the day?
You know, first of all, TV was just new then.
Right.
And no, what happened is it's different. They didn't have anything quite so wonderful as
Right.
this, where you can do a show and get exposed to a huge audience. You had to sort of sit in a van with the bass player who smelled a bit from the feet, and the guitar player who smoked and smelled of cigarettes and everything. And bit by bit, you learned to get rid of everybody that you didn't like. And then a label signed you, and you already had an audience, and they signed you, and you became a rock star.
Right.
This way, you become a rock star, and then you get to
And
go
then
in the
you
van
get
with
to
the
do
guy
it.
with the feet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The guy with the feet. You gotta get rid of him.
Yeah, you got to get rid of him
Besides
soon.
the pressure of having to deal with foul odors, what do you think the pressure is on the kids now?
It's incredible, isn't it? I don't know how. First of all, I don't think I could have ever put myself into that situation. I'm afraid of negative things.
Yeah.
So to put myself in there, we would have been jumping over the counter, hitting the judges and things. My band, because we did everything that everybody told us not
Ruffians,
to do.
yeah.
You got to write a second verse for Henry VIII and stuff like that. You know, that's what they would have told us. And forget that banjo, Mrs. Brown. You want to get some violins, and we said nah, and we fought our way into the charts. And now it's completely different. You have to listen to all these people who give you input. I was impressed that anybody listened to anything I said, but you know what? I was right.
You were right, like always.
Tell us, having been a teen idol yourself, what advice do you have for the upcoming teen idols?
Just keep it fresh. You know, you got to keep it every day. Is like you got to be nice to people, no matter who they are. You have to be nice to everyone because, you know, they become your fan club.
How about specifically for Blake and then Jordan?
Well, Blake seems to be already doing good, doesn't he? He seems to have a kind of good little thing. He knows what he's doing. I've seen him out and about town doing the hang thing already, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's obviously got
Already
some
hitting up
history.
Hollywood.
He's already got some history in the music business, and he knows how to hang out with musicians and girls and things. And then, and the girl is brand new.
Jordan's 17
brand
years
new.
old.
She'll get a minder.
Right.
Maybe 6 or 7 minders who'll say, don't go over there, and the red carpet will be ready for her wherever she goes. Whoever wins is already going to do great, right?
Yeah.
Right. And so, I mean, do you think that people realize that these kids are just kids and that they are human? Because it's kind of like they're characters on a TV show.
Not really. I think you feel there is a fear factor that everybody understands. You know, you say, would you like to sing I Who Have Nothing, Jordan, or would you like to eat this big tin of maggots here? And she says, I'm going to go for I Who Have Nothing. That's the fear factor. So everybody at home understands that they couldn't do it. And that's the difference between stars and people who aren't stars is the normal people just can't do it. They can get to the karaoke bar, but they can never get all the way here. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So it separates the men from the boys every day. The music business is for the people who do well in it, are the people who keep fighting and are
And
persistent.
the women from the girls.
Yeah.
You said men from the boys, women from
we
the
like to
girls.
keep it
Yes, I
equal
meant
here.
that as well. You know, but it's an old-fashioned saying. You know, I'm from Shakespearean blood. You know, like we just Romeo and
Oh,
Juliet.
please, with
she
this
got second
stand, you're
billing.
flawless.
She got second billing. Now it would be Juliet and her old man.
Oh, no,
Peter,
come on.
Do you miss Melinda? Well, I mean, we all miss Melinda in the mix, but do you really miss Melinda in this mix?
I'm sure we're going to see her many more times. I'm sure she's going to keep popping up. Everybody thought that she was the obvious winner, and I'm kind of pleased that she didn't become the obvious winner because it's nice that the audience chose who they wanted.
And she's
Not
going to be
who-
fine,
Not who
no matter
Simon
what.
wanted.
Yeah, exactly. She's gonna be
Exactly.
fine.
Not who Simon wanted. He didn't always get what he wanted.
I want her to win. Oh no, he's got an English accent. Sorry. I want her to win.
Oh, you know what?
Very
There
nice.
you
That was
go.
actually pretty
And with
good.
the eyebrows.
Peter.
With the
Exactly.
eyebrows.
Thank you so much for
shut
joining
up.
us, Peter.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't talking
we're
to
gonna
you,
move
sir.
on.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, now we're unlocking the Idol Vault for some never-before-seen
You gotta
footage.
say.
Let's watch Sean Malloy, an Idol auditioner who may have had more success as a comedian than a pop star. Check it out.